everybody, this is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka BooBop1987, along with my best friend, the Six-Car Man,
and Minicap.
And this is going to be our review for today. And today's review, ladies and dudes, this is going to be one special video when my buddy, the Six-Car Man, and I are going to work together in our first video. And our first video is we're going to do a nice little short list, and we got to keep it nice and short. So the first up is for me. I'm going to do my top 10 best Pokemon impressions. And to tell you the truth is, I can do so many impressions for so many Pokemon that I remember from my childhood to adulthood. And I'm pretty good at that.
Really good, actually. I have to correct you on that. Really good.
You got it, buddy. So without further ado, ladies and dudes, here is my top 10 best Pokemon impressions. Yeah. Okay. Number 10 goes to Mudkip. Mudkip! Number 9 is Pikachu. Pikachu! Number 8 is Tippet. Tippet! Number 7 is Charmander. Charmander, Char! Number 6, Haunter. Haunter! Number 5, Vulpix. Vulpix! Number 4, Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil! Number 3 is Corsola. Corsola! Number 2, Squirtle. Squirtle. And finally, for number 1 is Psyduck. Psyduck.
Those are really good impressions. Me and Minicap approve.
Yeah. And now it's your turn, buddy.
Alright, so, turn it a little bit.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Here we go.
And, of course, Minicap would you mind holding Minicap for me?
Sure thing, buddy.
Alright, so for mine, I decided to do a top 5 of my favorite games. Now, before I get started, for people who might not know my channel is for anyone who's into the gaming world or into maybe like an anime series or TV series. So I want to throw that in before I get started. So, let's get to my top 5 favorite games. Coming in at number 5 is Pokemon Black and White 2. Now, the reason why I chose Pokemon Black and White 2 is because at first I thought it was going to be one of those games that you're going to go like... But the game actually turned out to be really well. They decided, instead of like those Pokemon spin-offs of every single one that they've done, like Diamond and Pearl, Lead to Platinum, same thing with a few changes, this one they're like, you know what, no, we're going to change it. Let's take it 2 years after the original. So I like that. They showed that characters were different. They brought back the gym leaders. Thank goodness. They threw in all these obstacles, brought Pokemon from all these other regions for people who have grown to like Pokemon, like me, who's experienced Pokemon ever since day one. So that's why I chose that. Now, coming in at number 4 is Kaijudo. Now, Kaijudo was... back in the day, Duel Masters, but they decided to give it a fancy name and say, you know what, we're going to just change a few things here and there. So I really like the game, how it turned out. Nothing's broken, unlike Duel Masters. And they just kept things stable, kept things that people are used to, for people who have been playing it for years. So it was actually nothing's too complicated. I'm sure you might find some broken here and there, but at least they keep things going so nothing's overpowered. Like one of the horrible things that will not be mentioned. Someone! No, sorry. Terrible cool. Alright, moving on to number 3 is Skylander Giants. Now, Skylanders is the Spyro series, if you ever played Spyro video games. So, in these, they decided to turn them into actual little figurines, about like maybe high. And now Giants are like this high. But they actually give them all nice abilities, nice attacks. And then when you have to work on their upgrades, okay, I guess I will try to get all... No! Stop right there. Choose which one. Plus, they've actually added some famous voice actors. Like, if you ever watch Invader Zim, or maybe The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, or Angry Beavers, Daggett's voice actor, Billy's voice actor, Invader Zim's voice actor, plays Chaos. And then, if you ever watch Family Guy, or maybe if you ever seen The Emperor's New Groove, Joe's voice actor, Krunk's voice actor, whatever you want to remember him by, he plays Flynn, the self-egotistic #1 pilot. Not to mention #1 comedy relief.
Yeah.
So, I really like it. They keep the game interesting so nothing's like nuclear brain explosion. So, moving on to number 2 is Car 5 Vanguard. And yes, I'm referring to the one with Stand Up My Vanguard! The reason why is because it was a little bit of a new twist. I thought at first I was mad on because of the Yu-Gi-Oh situation, but it was like, wow, they're actually saving us from nonsense that Yu-Gi-Oh has been performing. Like, Elemental Heroes much? But they keep things so where things are different, nothing's too broken. And of course, they randomize the orders instead of like, okay, first set, second set, third set, fourth set. So until who knows how long, if they're ever going to do it at all, we don't have to worry about the ban list. Yes!
Yeah!
I'm not really much of a fan of some of the ban list, including with Car 5 Vanguard just starting where it is right now. So it's good to just keep it going at a certain pace, rotate the sets, and see which ones, and try not to do a ban list. Because I feel when the game, if you give it a ban list too soon, including where they are right now, it could really kill the game. Because it will just plummet right down, and then the game's like, I guess that we wasted our time on this, didn't we? Yeah, big time. So moving on to number 1. Yeah, that's right. Number 1, number uno, the big one is Legendary, the Marvel's deck building game. The reason why is that this game was ridiculously entertaining. So, really, what I love though is that it's a card game, but yet it feels like a board game at the same time. If you haven't seen it, check out my channel. Shows everything about it. But they made the card designs look exactly like a comic itself. And yet you get to play with certain cards like Captain America, which makes this guy happy.
Yeah!
You could have maybe like Thor or your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, and some of these other great ones. And it's like, wow, these cards are amazing. And there's so many rules. There's ways that the game can win. There's a way to get a tie. Or there's just one where you can just win. And the game goes up to 1 to 5 players. It's a 30 to 60 minute game, but it is worth the time. I have so much fun playing that game that it's beyond comparison. And yes, in certain ways, if you're a Vegeta fan, just for you guys, I guess we'll pull it off for you. My fun rate is, it's over 9,000!
Yeah!
Just for you guys if you really wanted to see it. So that's pretty much my review on my top 5 favorite games. So if you ever bump into them, give it a try out. I mean, I think you'll really, really like it. So before we go, I do want to, we want to know, I guess I should be saying, in the comments down below or send us a personal message. Let us know what you think is your best Pokemon impressions or maybe your favorite games.
Yeah.
Let us know. I mean, we would love to know about it.
Yeah.
So, once again, if you want to see more of Minicap and me doing some reviews, go to the 6-Card Main channel. I have everything there. And, of course, I do want to thank my good old friend here, BooBop1987. I am really, really happy both me and Minicap approved to this channel. So until then, this is 6-Card Man
logging out.
Yep.
And this is me, Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka BooBop1987, and I will tell you that tomorrow I will finally do my top 5 most forgotten unknown questions of all time. So be prepared for that one, and I will see you all tomorrow.
Sayonara.